Starting with the simplest technique of all, removing unnecessary geometry with the ZRemesher. Very simple. The idea now is to isolate one side of the geometry using any technique you want. We just take this isolated side and apply a ZRemesher. Making the manual correction and cleaning will depend on case by case. Then just go back to the thickness with a general extrude. If necessary, I do this process several times, even if I have already done it once. To organize the general shape of an even lighter geometry, we can use polish or polish by features. Put a mask in the corners or all over the edge and then run the polish. In a more sinuous way, it will work the same way. With the transpose mode inside the Zmodeler, we can isolate an entire edge loop or specific edges. Holding Ctrl on transpose, you will inflate to the outside or inside. Another simple but extremely useful technique, the extrude of the Zmodeler will only move the selection by holding Shift instead of doing a new extrude. Another technique to make polygroups, this time using any painting brush. You can change the RGB strength so you don't have to press too hard with your hand. Then you paint lines with the normal Polypaint and the PolyGroupIt plugin. We will be able to create polygroups, quickly based on the intersection of these lines. Still on the topic of making polygroups, I use the slice curve brush a lot. You can see that when passing directly on the mesh, it will make a polygroup. However, when crossing these polygroups, we can make isolated polygroups. Now we can mix UVs in the process of making polygroups. These UVs can be made inside or outside the ZBrush, it doesn't matter. The idea is to always have UVs available. For us to get a crease by polygroups and use the dynamic subdivision again. With these saved UVs, we can lose the polygroup but return it with the auto groups by UVs. Then we do the same thing, which is to mark the crease, connect the dynamic and change the level of the crease and the level of the subdivision. Now a technique for those who use Maya. I still prefer the UV method, but you can export a file where you previously marked the crease edges inside Maya. By importing this file in ZBrush, we will have access to these crease edges. In Blender, it is very easy to start with UV and get the crease or the reverse. The UV cuts will appear in red. Once finished, just press Shift-G with some of them selected to select similar edges. Then we can mark the edges with the crease. The color of the crease is purple. Just access the menu N and then choose the value. If I lose these UVs, just select again with the Shift-G. But this time the similar ones increase. Then I mark the UVs again and that's it. Sometimes I prefer to export a geometry already with the subdivision of the Blender. Then I avoid the dynamic subdivision stage in ZBrush. I already suggest that no add-on is necessary for the retopology of the Blender. The program already has a shading function for retopology. Just this is already part of the way. At some point you will need to reorganize the geometry more automatically and without losing the volumes. To do this, just change to the Sculpt mode and select the Relax Slide tool. It's kind of dark, but the Blender works just like that. With the Shift pressed, it will preserve the volumes while organizing the distribution of the vertices.